What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to today's transfer news roundup. I'm going to take you through four stories that caught my eye in the early editions of the newspapers today, letting you guys know what I think of it, but of course asking you what you guys think of it. Do let me know in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, please do hit the like button, and most importantly, help us get back to 300 subscribers. We lost yesterday, so please do hit that subscribe button. And I'm going to fly through these stories and keep you guys up to date. As always, though, do let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and we will be back live tonight at 8:30 as well. Just in case you're wondering why you missed the show earlier on, I'm going to try and introduce a 5 p.m. slot where possible for a little bit of a live news update as well, so do keep your notifications turned on if that's a time that would work for you. Right, so let's start off with what has been labelled the Andre Trinidad twist. So a little bit of conversation around Andre Trinidad over the past few weeks has almost left us of the belief that he's going to Fulham. But apparently there could be a bit of a spanner in the works here. So there's a report coming from Brazil that suggests that they may keep him at Fluminense until the summer, which is really crazy to hear as a Liverpool fan, because we were told last year that they don't want to do any business during the season. Their season ends in December, and that Liverpool or anybody else would have to wait until the January window to prize him away from Fluminense. But now it looks like those in power at Fluminense are preparing, obviously, for the Club World Cup, and they have their first game of that today. And then they're thinking to themselves, well, maybe we'll try to go more in line with the European market and sell them in the summer, which will be halfway through their season. So I honestly don't know what to believe anymore around this situation. But there is some talk that £30 million is the asking price. And the reason I'm bringing up Andre is the important part in this article is that no offers have yet come in to Fluminense that meet their asking price. So regardless of Fulham apparently sending over their CEO or their sporting director or whoever it was to have a conversation with Fluminense about the player, these articles go on to say that nobody as of yet has triggered that 30 million that they want. So he's still there for somebody. Now, is Liverpool's interest sincere? Well, I've not seen anything new over the past few weeks. In fact, I've more likely seen us linked to Joao Palhinha than Andre Trinidad. So I want to know what you guys think on this one. Are you surprised that nobody's paid the 30 million yet? Or is this just one of those stories that's going to drag on and on and on, and he could well end up staying at Fluminense? I don't know. But you would have to say that Fulham probably won't sell Palhinha until they get a replacement in. So I can see this one dragging on a little bit longer. But I do want to know your thoughts on it. So let me know in the comment section. The next one I have is around Joao Palhinha. And TalkSport are saying that there is a new competitor at the table. There's a new interested party in signing Palhinha. And unfortunately, that's Manchester City. So they go on to say that Manchester City are, of course, eyeing up the opportunity to move Calvin Phillips on. He's been linked with Juventus, Newcastle, Liverpool, and a few other clubs. They go on to say here that Manchester City are now weighing him up, as in Palhinha, as a potential replacement for Calvin Phillips. I would go on to say that would be a pretty big upgrade for City if they did that, but it would also make a statement that they want to win. And it would obviously keep him out of the clutches of Liverpool or Arsenal, who've also been linked. So it's a worrying one. I'm not sure how serious City's interests are. As I said, it is TalkSport who are mentioning this, so I don't know who their sources are on it. But it does look like he is going to move on in the January market. And if it looks like it's going to be between Liverpool, Arsenal and Manchester City, you would have to say whoever can probably get that deal over the line would edge ahead in the favourites for the league title. Arsenal, of course, need a striker as well. So let's wait and see how it pans out. But just wanted to bring it to you because it was something that TalkSport were writing about. And they say Manchester City are considering making a move for the midfield in the January window, along with Liverpool and Bayern Munich, who they credit as still being at the negotiating table. The next one is around Fabio Carvalho. So we know that it hasn't really worked out as hoped with Fabio Carvalho on loan at RB Leipzig. His minutes have been limited there because of, well, players who the manager obviously rates ahead of him, or players who are just performing better. So we'd all seen that there was links to him coming back to Liverpool, but we wondered what may happen. So the Mirror have put out a story claiming that Fulham could be a potential destination once again for Fabio Carvalho. So Liverpool do look like they're going to try and come to an agreement with Leipzig to end that loan spell, because it's just not beneficial for anybody. Not beneficial for us, for Leipzig, for the player. So we knew he would probably be coming back to Liverpool, but we also knew that there was a high likelihood that Liverpool don't have a use for Fabio Carvalho, or we wouldn't have loaned him out. So the Mirror go on to say that the 21-year-old signed from Fulham in 2022 when they earned promotion back to the Premier League, and they say sources close to Carvalho know of his desire to return to Fulham if the opportunity presents itself. So I guess the question that I'd like to ask you guys is, would you like that to be a loan or a permanent deal? Do you think a loan with an obligation to buy could be a good fit here? I don't know if Fulham are still interested, but if they are and Fabio wants to move back there, what number would you expect Liverpool to receive for Fabio Carvalho in this transfer market? Myself, 12 to 15 million pound would probably be a number I think I'd be happy with. But again, I really would like to know what you guys think. Should it be a loan? And if it should be a permanent sale, how much should he go for? I'm going 12 to 15, but I look forward to seeing what you guys think. And the last story that we have for you guys today in the transfer news video is around Maxilian Beier. And again, my apologies of the pronunciation there. It's Maximilian and then Beier, who is a young Hoffenheim striker. Gimme Sport have been told by Dean Jones, according to this article, that Liverpool will not actively pursue him in the January transfer window. They go on to say, despite stories in the German press about Liverpool eyeing Max Beier, I'm not aware of negotiations at this stage. Liverpool are always very attentive to the German market, so for sure they're scouting a lot of players, but this is still nothing advanced or concrete. Beier is a very good player. Many clubs are keeping a close eye on him. This doesn't specify that any of Liverpool's rivals are looking at him, but yeah, look, I kind of agree. It's no surprise to me that you see with George Market and Jurgen Klopp and their knowledge of the German market that Liverpool are being linked with some young German players or some young starlets in the Bundesliga. So we've got this gentleman. There was a young kid at Schalke we were looking at. Obviously we spoke about Lacroix as well, the centre-back of Wolfsburg that Liverpool were rumoured to be looking at. But a lot of this will probably just be keeping an eye on rather than something that Liverpool are looking to actively do in the near future. So on this one, maybe keep an eye on him, keep an eye and see who he gets on for Hoffenheim, but it's looking unlikely that Liverpool will be looking to bring him in January. So that is pretty much it from me today, my friends. My apologies for that cough. I hope to see you guys at 8:30 if you're watching this early. We will be live for Transfer News Show live, so you guys can get your questions in as well. We will also have the preview for the West Ham game coming out tomorrow, because those games, again, coming thick and fast. Actually, you know what? That may even come out today, so do keep an eye on it. So I'm going to take you through my predicted 11 and score predictions ahead of the quarter-final of the League Cup. And then, of course, all roads will be back to Anfield this weekend for a massive Saturday evening game against Arsenal. The winner will be on top of the Premier League at the end of the weekend. So until then, my friends, thank you for watching. Look forward to your comments, and I'll chat with you soon. Bye-bye.